All right, welcome to another delicious recipe from In the Kitchen with Tia Maria. Today we have a special guest, Uncle Bruce, and today we're making carne guisada. So go ahead, Mom. Right now, I think we have 11 pounds of meat. This is the meat that we're using for the recipe, Prime One Chuck Roast. This is about 2.5 pounds. So we've done four of these, and Uncle Bruce has been working diligently and cutting and cubing all of the meat up right now. And he's taken out a lot of the fat, which I like. So it's gonna be fairly lean, but still a good amount of fat in there. So go ahead, Mom.
Yes, we are going to be, it can be regular, it doesn't have to be prime roast. Whatever you have available will do, but it's the best meat to use for this plate. Now, we are going to be using, these are the ingredients we're going to be using. We have the green vegetables, and in it we're going to be using onions, tomatoes, garlic, bell pepper, green bell pepper, a little bit of cilantro, and the spices will be cumin, fresh cumin. We're using fresh cumin, but you can use powdered cumin if you want, whatever you like best. Also, we're using whole kernels of, whole black pepper, and a little bit of beef bouillon and bay leaves, 2 or 3, maybe 4, because we're making a large amount of carne guisada. If you're using a regular, of the tomatoes, we'll be using 6 tomatoes. If you can just divide that by, I would say, like 4 to get the amount for a regular 4 or 5 pound roast. We do the same with the others. We're using 3 of the bell peppers, and that's to your taste also. If you just want to use one will do, or less than one will do for a regular meal that you get out of a 4 pound roast. We do
Actually, Mom, this is a 2.5 pounds. So
2.5
yes,
pounds?
ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll use 1 or half of 1 for that. The onion, we can use half this or large. So if you're using a large onion, half of a large onion will do for a regular meal. And the garlic, you can't go wrong with that. These are nice and big. You have big cloves of garlic. You can use only 2 or 3 for a regular 2.5 pounds of meat. And for the cumin, very little, maybe a teaspoon or half a teaspoon for a regular meal. 1 of the little leaves of bay leaves, and just like a teaspoon of the black pepper will do.
So what's the first step, Mom? Uncle Bruce is cubing all of the meat. He's doing about 1 inch squares is what he's doing right now.
That's what it is.
What's the next step after he's done cubing this?
Next, we have to sear the meat. You do it on a large pan so that you have room to spread it around. Because if you just throw all the meat in there, it'll create a lot of moisture, and they won't sear properly. So we want enough room so we can just throw individual cubes and do them a little at a time so it can sear nice and properly. We're going to use flour to sear the meat. We're going to put flour on the meat and then sear it.
Perfect.
And
Great.
then we'll save it to do it later. And then from that we will continue with the vegetables and the spices.
Great. Okay, so the next thing we'll come back to is searing the meat.
Searing the meat.
All right.
Exactly.
Sounds good, Mom. All right, so we're done cubing all the meat, and it looks like all the meat has been put in some flour. And what's next, Mom?
We are getting ready to sear the meat, and the flour will give it, once we sear it and cook it, it'll give it a lot more texture. So that's why we're doing it. So we need to start by searing the meat. a little at a time. We don't want to throw it all in there because if we do, it will create moisture and then it won't sear properly. So we're going to do it
So what are you searing this in, Mom?
in, we rendered some of the fat that we used, and here it is. You see this? That was the fat that we had so that it can give it the extra flavor. And we'll use as much as we can, and then if we have to use oil, we'll use oil. But this will give it extra flavor. And so we'll do it one pan at a time. And because we have so much, there's so much of it that we have to do.
And so what are you looking for here? You're just browning all sides, or what are you doing?
We're searing it, and we're going to sear it on all sides so that it can be, so that it can cook properly once we cook it. And once we're going to do it, and then after we sear it all, we'll put it in a pot and set it aside. And then we'll continue with our spices and our vegetables that we're going to put in it.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay?
So that's what we're going to do now, and we'll come back with the next step.
Yes.
All right, we're just searing all the meat, just kind of give you an idea of what everything looks like. And then also there was no salt or pepper or anything. It was just the flour at this point. So there's no spices or anything added while you're searing the meat.
Okay, so we have done searing the meat. As you can see, it is going to fit in the pot we separated for it. So this is what we prepared. And now we have the oil ready so that we left whatever was in here from searing the meat so it can give the meat flavor, I mean the dish flavor. Now we're going to start cooking the vegetables. That's what's going to go in there. We'll cook them.
And so, Mom, what do you have here? How many onions?
We used for this particular, we used 1.5 large onions, really big onions. So that's what we used because we have.
And right now you have the fire on low or medium?
On low, so we can throw it in there and we won't have such a large splatter. So it's on low,
Okay.
waiting for this to go in there.
So no spices or anything? You're
No,
just gonna put
not yet.
Okay.
Okay. We're first going to fry this, cook what is going in there. We're starting with, let's raise the fire. Okay. Right here. We'll start with the onion. After we fry the onion, we will throw in the bell peppers. And we used 2 bell peppers.
So are you going to raise the heat on the onions now, or?
I already raised it some.
Okay.
A little while you were not looking. I raised it a little so that it can start frying. And we're going to do that and to prepare for the meat to come
and
in.
how much are you going to fry the onions? So they
Until the onion gets caramelized and the pepper changes color, that means that it's ready. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna first fry the onion, and then we're gonna throw in this so that wait for this to be caramelized and the green pepper to change color, and immediately after, once this is fried and cooked properly, we already have our spices. They're already grounded, and we will throw this in there with some water. We'll put some water in there so that we can make the sauce. So we're frying the onions. We'll be frying the peppers. We're gonna add some celery. This is optional for those of you that do not like the celery. This is optional, but we're gonna put some celery. We use like 3 stalks of celery. And we're going to throw it all in there. And once it's all nice and fried, we will add the spices. Okay? And we'll add a little bit of flour to give it consistency and thicken it so that it can be nice and saucy. That's it. And then once we've done that, we can throw in the tomatoes and finish cooking all the vegetables. And that's what we'll do. This is the next step. Next step will be to throw in the meat and cook it for a while. But this is what we're doing right now. Okay?
Okay, perfect. We'll come back when we add the bell peppers.
Yes.
All right, so it's just been a couple minutes actually, and just give you an idea of what the onions look like when you add the bell peppers. All right, so you've been cooking or frying up the bell peppers and the onions, and
Yes.
what's next?
We are adding some flour to it so that it will add thickness to the sauce on the meat. So we're gonna add some flour,
How much are you adding?
like a quarter of a cup. This will help thicken the sauce on the meat.
And it looks like you have some water set up over here, Mom.
Yes, the water is going to be part of it. Once we add the spices, we add the liquid to it.
And just remind us what's in the spice here, the
In
molcajete.
the molcajete, we have the cumin, black pepper, and garlic.
And you added a little bit of water to that too. Well,
We're gonna add water to it so we can add it to the vegetables. Okay. We might need a little bit more of the flour, so we're gonna add a little more flour. An eighth of a cup. It will help thicken the sauce. Got it? Okay. So now that this is done, it's ready to add the spices to it. That was like, I would say like half a cup. There we go. Okay. Let's just get this ready.
that smells good.
Yes, it smells great. We want to be able to brown this flour a little bit before we throw in the spices. That's what gives it a nice dark color once it's cooked. It looks like it's ready. Okay. Now we can throw in the spices. Oh, and my water. I would say there's 2 cups in here. There we go.
And so this is going to serve as the sauce, the base.
The base, yes.
Okay.
We're going to let it cook for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, okay?
Okay, perfect. We'll see you in a few.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's next, Mom?
Okay, we have about 10-15 minutes more for this to be ready, but this particular part of it is just about ready. As you can see, you barely see the onion now because it's been cooking really well. And so the last thing we're going to add now is the tomatoes. We're going to add tomatoes for the last 10-15 minutes. That's what's going to go in there.
So you also added the celery, right?
The celery's already in there.
Okay.
Yes. That's optional. Not too many people like celery, so that was optional. But we put 3 stalks of celery in there. It's going to work just fine. You can't even see it. You can't tell it's there. So we won't pull it out if somebody doesn't like it because you can't even tell it's there. It just gives it flavor, additional flavor. Now we are going to add a can of tomato sauce to give it that additional tomato flavor.
Can you
And
show me the can, Mom?
It's just a regular Hunt's tomato sauce.
Okay.
This particular one has roasted garlic in it, but it doesn't have to be. It's just regular tomato sauce is good, or paste if you want to. Some people prefer paste, but it's the same thing. You get the same flavor out of it. Okay. We're just going to add 1 for additional flavor, and we're going to let it cook for another 10-15 minutes, and then it'll be ready to integrate the meat into it and let it cook for an hour at a time. Okay, so this is where we're at. We're gonna finish cooking this so that we can throw the meat in and then start cooking the meat, and then it'll be a little while before it's ready.
Great. All right, so what's next, Mom?
Next, we are ready. The sauce is ready. We are going to throw normally we would throw the meat in there, but since this isn't large enough to hold everything together, we're going to throw it in here with the meat so that it can continue, so that together they will start cooking. We're going to add to it, let me see, start by pouring some of it in here, see how far we get. Oh, it looks awesome. Looks like it is gonna fit. Yes. Oh, great.
You get the rest of it, Mom?
Yes. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Great.
Fit in there. Okay. We are gonna add enough water to cover it, and we're gonna throw in there 3 leaves, 3 bay leaves, so it can cook. Can you give me some water, please?
Sure.
We're gonna need to add water until we cover it, and hopefully it'll fit in here. And we're gonna add some salt. And at this point, we're gonna cook everything together for an hour.
So, Mom, you haven't added any salt yet.
No, that's what we're gonna do right now.
Okay. Do you need more water?
A little more. We have to make sure that we mix it well so that the meat will get all that flavor and start cooking. But we have to turn it on, of course. There we go. We're gonna do medium high, and we put the 3 bay leaves in there so it can start cooking. And we're going to put some salt now. So now that we've incorporated the sauce, you see if we can get this in there. We might need a little more.
And how much is that? Is that a tablespoon?
This was 1 tablespoon. We're going to start with that 1 tablespoon, cook for an hour. And then after that hour, it will taste. And if it needs any more salt, we will add it at that point. But we're done with this part of the.
So I see you have another can of tomato sauce over there. Are you going to add that as well?
We underestimated. We thought we might need it, but we didn't need it. It looks like it's going to be fine just with what we put in there earlier. Okay.
All right. So we're going to let this cook for an hour or so?
For an hour.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So now it's been cooking for about an hour, right, Mom?
For about an hour, yes. It's time to taste it and see where it's at. See if it
looks really good.
It's really good. It's already thickening up. And we need to taste and see if it needs anything at all.
Well, actually, we already tasted a little bit, and we added some bouillon, right? Some chicken bouillon.
Chicken bouillon to give instead of salt.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We're gonna taste it again, so we can decide if we need to add anything before we leave it cooking for another approximately an hour, 45 minutes to an hour.
It's really good. It's really good. It could use maybe a little bit more salt, but I think it's good for now.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can't see all the vegetables anymore.
No.
It all just kind of.
They've already dissolved.
Yep.
Just about everything. See, and with the additional 45 minutes we give it, it's going to be hard to tell what was in there. We're going to take this baby, and everything else has just about dissolved, which is good because that means the meat has absorbed all the flavors. And the consistency of the gravy is really, really good and thick. So
you haven't added any water to this?
No.
Nothing?
No,
okay.
Nothing.
Now we're just waiting for the meat to get tender.
We're just waiting for it to get tender enough. So, and that's it. And for the gravy, the longer it sits, the thicker the gravy will get and the tastier it'll be because it's absorbing everything, all the flavors. So that's it.
All right, good. We'll check back in about an hour.
Okay.
All right, so we're back now, and it's been about 2.5 hours since it's been cooking under low heat. Looks really, really good. So what are we doing now, Mom?
Now it's done. We can tell it has reduced by more than like an inch already, and the gravy has thickened. You can really tell what's in there because meat has absorbed just about everything, and it's done. It took a total of 2 hours for it to get ready, and now all we have to do is we've tasted it. It's got enough salt. It's got enough of everything. All we do now is let it sit and rest for about 10-15 minutes, and it'll be ready to eat.
Perfect.
And enjoy.
And we'll be right back for that.
Yes.
Cooking all day. And she's
All right, Tia Maria. That's it. We're serving, right?
Yes.
So we're having it in taco style, right?
Yes.
And it's been kind of sitting around for a couple hours now, and ready to serve.
Ready
Here we go.
to serve. Here we go.
All our guests get tacos. They get some rice, and we have all the fixins here. Really good. Oh. Awesome, Mom. Thank you so much. Great
Another
video.
meal. Another meal accomplished.
Meal accomplished.